In this video, incremental conductance MPPT control is implemented through C code in MATLAB SIMULINK. For this purpose, we will select the following blocks from the library browser: constant block, PV array, current measurement, voltage measurement, go to block, from block, series RLC branch, MOSFET, diode, product block, scope, MATLAB function, PWM generator, and PSP option menu block. After selecting all the components, arrange them as shown on the screen. The photovoltaic array used for this simulation consists of a 10x3 PV array. This array delivers 6 kW at MPP and standard testing conditions. The PV array's detailed specifications are shown on the screen. Maximum power voltage and current of PV array are 263 volt and 22.8 ampere respectively at standard testing conditions. The boost converter's input capacitor is of 5 mF, inductor is of 2.5 mH, output capacitor is of 250 microfarad, and load resistance is of 200 ohms. The design of boost converter for PV system is a lengthy process and has already been covered in a separate video. The link to that video has been provided in the description. The block parameters of MOSFET, diode, and PSP option menu block have been shown on the screen. The controller for the photovoltaic system senses the voltage and current of the PV array, processes them using the incremental conductance MPPT algorithm, and produces a duty ratio. Instantaneous values of array voltage VA and current IA are sensed by the voltage and current measurement blocks respectively. Go to and from blocks are used to pass the signal from one point to another without using wires. We have used product block to multiply VA and IA to calculate array's power PA. Right click on the scope and in Signals and Ports section, select number of input ports equal to 3. To implement incremental conductance algorithm, we will follow the flowchart shown on the screen. The concept of this algorithm and flowchart has already been covered in a previous video. In MATLAB function, we have defined our incremental conductance C code. VA and IA are the inputs of this function and duty ratio D is the output. All of the variables declared in this MATLAB function are reinitialized when Simulink calls it. But some variables such as previous array voltage, array current, and duty ratio store the instantaneous values and are used in the next simulation step as shown on the flowchart. Each function call should not reinitialize these variables. As a result, we have declared these variables to be of the persistent type. These statements declare empty persistent variables. As a result, these if conditions are used to initialize them to 0. Now, whenever this block of code is run for the first time, these variables are created and initialized to 0 only once, and they retain their previous values in subsequent function calls. Next, delta VA and delta IA are calculated. The next step is to see if delta VA is equal to 0 or not. If delta VA is not equal to 0, we divide delta IA by delta VA to get incremental conductance. We also calculate the negative of the conductance, that is minus IA by VA. If incremental conductance equals negative conductance, we have reached MPP and the duty ratio does not need to be changed. If it is not equal, we look to see if incremental conductance is greater or less than negative conductance. If it is higher, we will use a negative perturbation such as minus 0.0001. Otherwise, we will use a positive perturbation such as plus 0.0001. If delta VA is equal to 0, we cannot calculate incremental conductance and must rely on the value of delta IA to make a decision. We are at MPP when delta IA is equal to 0, so we do not need to change the duty ratio. However, if it is not 0, we can either increase or decrease the duty ratio as shown in the flowchart. As a result, whenever delta VA is equal to 0, we will apply a negative perturbation, that is minus 0.0001. To limit the duty ratio between 0 and 0.9, these if and if else conditions have been used. At the end of this code, instantaneous values of VA, IA, and D are stored in persistent variables which are used in the next simulation step. The duty ratio produced is passed to the PWM generator. Switching frequency of PWM generator is 25 kHz. This PWM signal is passed to the MOSFET switch of the boost converter. Now we will run our simulation. These are the graphs of array power, voltage, and current. You can see in the signal statistics window that mean array power in steady state is 6000 watt, which is the maximum power point of the PV array. Similarly, values of array voltage and current in steady state are 261 volt and 23 ampere respectively. This shows that our incremental conductance algorithm is working perfectly. There is no smoothness in the waveforms of VA and IA as can be seen in the graphs. You can either use a PID controller or increase the value of the input capacitor to overcome this. For PV systems, tuning a PID controller is difficult, and increasing the capacitance value also increases the tracking time. But there is a third method, and our waveforms will look like this if you add this code to the end of your incremental conductance algorithm. This was a tutorial of how to implement incremental conductance C code in MATLAB SIMULINK. If you have any queries, then you can ask in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel and see you in the next video.